Hello. Hi, everyone. Hello. Thai Fashionista, a sensational show. Faith, the silent hustler. Jim, Karma, Queen of Flames. Caramel, Kimmy Kim. Okay. I wasn't sure if I was going to go live about this because I feel like for me, I'm not. This is a conversation that I see is going to be brung up in the so-called community over and over. And it's like the women that's going to stay, like they always have, are going to stay and end up miserable, as a number of them do. And the women who are leaving are leaving. Okay? They see, we predicted this. They're in a panic. Okay, celebrities see the things Black women talk about online. There are a number. I remember when Taraji P. Henson went on BET. Remember when she said, we need stay with the Black man or something she said like that, because they're reading what Black women are saying online. They see the Black women divesting, or I don't even need to use that word. They see Black women moving, dating different races of men, saying no to struggle love. And some of them are bothered, especially older Black people. Okay. You know, the shift is happening, and not all Black women are going to come, but it's happening, especially for younger Black girls. I'm talking 18 to 25, 26. Even if you're older, you're still young. But I'm saying like the younger girls in their prime, straight out of high school, when they're going to meet guys at college and stuff. And this is the time a lot of Black girls end up pregnant, early. And a shift is happening that, no, absolutely not. Some changes in the mentality. And you do have people who got a problem with this. Now, let me say, I have shared before that I like Tyler Perry. As far as business, I admired his moves, buying a studio and stuff. I know there have been some people who don't like him for his Medea character and stuff, but I never really felt he was that bad of a man. But I don't agree with you, Tyler, what you trying to push with this. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm going to be quiet and I'm going to share with you the clip and what he said, and I'm going to give my opinion. All right, so give me one quick little second.
Listen, a lot of women, especially Black women, and I might get in trouble for saying this, but I will. In our society right now, Black women are making a lot more money for the most part than Black men, right? There are a lot of Black men who are successful, but for the most part, Black women are making the money. So if you can find love, if that man works, at whatever job, and is a good man and is good to you, and honors the house and honors his wife and does what he can, because his gift may not be your gift.
Exactly.
That is okay. That's not somebody who's beneath you.
Yeah.
That's somebody who came to love you at your worth, right?
Yes.
And as long as he's secure in himself to know that, yep, she makes most of the money, all I can pay is the light bill. As long as she's comfortable enough to say, I'm going to cover the mortgage and all the other stuff, you've handled the light bill, baby, you can take me to dinner every now and then. That is fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But that's so hard for a lot of people to take in, because that means, no, I need somebody who is, they need to make 5 times more, and I got to have, well, go on, keep your list, baby.
Yeah.
God bless you. Hope it happens. Go on, keep your list. But when you talk about just someone to love you and support you, I know people whose men can't touch what they make. But when you see them together, that love, that support, that I got you, babe, it's a beautiful thing.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah.
I remember I was having a conversation with you, and I was going, I can admit that I had fallen under that, like, okay, I actually may have misunderstood what meet me at my worth meant. I thought meet me at my work was meet me at my net worth.
My net worth, right. No, not your net worth.
Right.
At least meet me at my net worth. Yeah, okay, no, that's your net worth. Yeah.
And I was talking to you, I was like, and Tyler, I was like, this, and this, and I've done this, and you're like, wait. Stop. He was like, don't make it about money. And this is when I was like, oh my gosh, like it was like it just went off, and I was like, I see what you're saying. You were like, Crystal, I used to do the same thing. I would like be doing all these things for someone or people around me, and I'm like, I'm not getting anything in return, And we fall into that sometimes. And you said, but then I thought about it, they can't do for me the way I do for.
No.
It's just like
No.
they can't.
No.
When you explain it like that, if he is giving you all these other things, then that's something you work with. Like, wow, like this is way deeper.
Yeah, you got to remove the money from the situation because it's just going to cloud it. And then you have your girlfriend and this friend there saying, "Girl, he doing this and he ain't got that." And You don't understand the love that we have for each other.
Let me calm down. I'm going to calm down because I've already spoken about these type of things before. And I don't know why I'm even getting mad because I can date all types of men, different races and all types of shit, and black if I want. I don't feel like I'm struggling to meet a man at large, but it's about quality. That's the issue. And I'm trying to be good with my language tonight. I'm trying, y'all. Y'all know how I can get. This bull crap that they are pushing on black women is getting old and tired. This conversation has been had so many times and the results are in. But this doesn't just apply to black women. It applies to all groups of women. We don't... Someone said in a comment section, why is this always being pushed on black women? Why is it that it's perfectly okay for women of other races to expect to have a dowry, to expect that they have men who can provide? Even if these women work, they still have men in their community about something. I'm not saying there are no bums in other races, so-called, the communities and stuff. Let me tell you. Okay, let me calm down. When that woman said she dated a guy who said, don't bring up money, and Tyler saying money don't matter, it's about love, that works for children. You can miss me with it. And when a woman says what I just said, men who are broke go into a panic. They get defensive and upset and say, well, you ain't got to be rich. You do know there's a such thing as being well off without being what's considered rich. You don't have $1 million, but you make 80,000. Yeah, I can deal with maybe 80,000 to 100,000. And the way this country is, but to a black man, that's too much because most of them don't even make that much. You get what I'm saying? To me, that ain't nothing. My dad made 100,000. And realistically, that's how you can live comfortably in this country. So don't bring up being rich because you know nothing about being rich. The men who get defensive, that you ain't even near being rich. So don't even bring it up because it makes no sense. You don't have to be rich in order to be able to pay your bills. That's not rich. It's different levels to rich. That's like, I'm not going to... It's different levels. For a woman making 100,000 a year, a woman making 500,000 a year is going to look at you like, girl, that ain't nothing. I make way more than you. We're on two different levels as far as money. Now, money and character are two different things. Yeah, there are men who have money who are a-holes. That exists, and you couldn't be with them unless you can endure it. But, it's about being compatible. But I need black women because I saw black women encouraging what he was saying. Some are not having it. But you had the typical, some of them saying, yeah, he's right. And I find this so amazing how up in arms people get. And I think black women, can you tell us when was the last time majority of you weren't paying the bills in history? When were you ever not the breadwinners? So why all of a sudden, when you don't want to be the breadwinners anymore, y'all act like you can't believe what you hearing or, oh my God, y'all been taking care of black men. Y'all been doing this since slavery, girl. How has it worked out for y'all? It ain't working out great, is it? It ain't working out great, is it? You've been freaking working to death and doing more at large since the inception of this country. So you can miss me with it, black women out there, Because more than likely your mother was working, could have been a breadwinner, you, your sisters, your friends. So get out of here with some of y'all out here who get all up in arms as if you've been seeing black women as the breadwinner. So, okay. And how has that worked out? Now, someone said my title. Yeah, it kind of is interesting when I said, are black men willing to bend for black women? You know, a lot of them are openly saying they're into the pegging thing now, but we'll get into that later. Yeah. Let me tell you what this is about. I said this in the comment section. They are in a panic because once black women no longer care about trying to uphold a community that doesn't even exist at large, truly, it's over. If you treat black men the way that they treat you, it's over and they know it. If you thought about you as a woman first instead of your race and operated as a woman, they don't like it. I'm not talking about just Tyler. I'm talking about the so-called community as a whole. They don't want you to operate in your womanhood first, making decisions based on what is good for you as a woman, what is in your best interest as a woman, not this whole your black race thing. They want you to suffer for them. Black men are not bending for you. They're not telling black men, go get education so we can fix this to take care of black women. We need to let them sit at home. We need to get on top. We can't have them doing better than us. Black men, let's recruit black men and let's do it together. Let's change this. They're not doing that. They're not saying, black men, I need y'all to cut your raggedy dreadlocks. I need you to stop sagging. I need you to stop making music like this. I need you to stop doing this, stop doing that for the black women. They don't care about what you want and what you need. They want you to accept them at any state they're in because they feel they're the prize and you're so desperate. And since y'all want a black man so bad, you're going to start taking what you can get. That's what they're trying to tell you without saying it. I told you a few short years ago, reality. Yes, there are some black men who make very good money. A number of black men who are at the top are not with black women. They don't date or marry black women. They are gay. Also, that's a fact. And it's not working out for a number of black women. Some of you will luck up. And in some cases, he might not even be your type in the face. And in some cases, the sex might be absolutely terrible. But hey, he has a good job, right? And all of that. You're not compatible just because he's good on paper. It also takes personality. I understand that part. But here's the thing. The reality is that black men on average, even Kevin Samuels, who they love, even said it, they make maybe $40,000, $45,000 a year. That's poverty. That can't take care of a woman and families, especially depending on what state you live in. That might work somewhere in the deep South where everybody's poor as hell. That ain't working for most of America, especially not today. So here's the thing. And I said this years ago, you want a black man so bad, some of you out here, then you're going to have to start dealing with reality. It's not about fantasy, potential, encouragement. That's talk. I don't care about talk. I care about what I see. I care about action. You can talk all day. You can tell me I'm pretty all day. You can hold my hand all day. That's not enough. That's not enough to satisfy me. Maybe for other women, I like to go out places. That takes money. Now, I don't have to go out places every day. I do like to be able to snuggle up with my man, watch a movie, eat some popcorn. I'll bake up some cupcakes or something. Simple stuff. You don't have to go out on the town and spend hundreds in a night. But it's funny to me when they said how he treats you. And I said in the comment section, what is he doing? What is he doing? He has nothing to give you. He can't treat you because he has no money to treat you with. Where are you going? You want to just sit in the house all day and do nothing while you work and he makes a little bit of money and pays a light bill? What kind of life is that? It's boring. I like to go out. I'm not being his mother. I'm not taking care of him. How is he going to take care of the children? How many children can I have, being that you can't even afford one? This is not, Black people are going to have to start having these real conversations and stop acting like little children who are scared to bring up money. You know, if a woman brings up money, no one's talking. This is about real shit. This ain't no game. This is real life. In other cultures, I remember that woman, Universe Guru. She's on here. She said before she got married, her husband-to-be had to bring his pay stubs to the house. She's Pakistani, I think, because she was not about to join and marry a man who, first of all, could be lying about his finances, which ruins a marriage, and who could not afford to put her in a home. That's normal for her community. A Black woman, if I were to say, if to a Black man, bring your pay stubs over, he would have a fit. You know they would. They think it's a game. And then when you get pregnant and real life kicks in and you need formula and Pampers and daycare, just please with it. Please with it. If all he can pay is the light bill, I'm not dealing with anything like that. I'm not going to be put into my masculine taking care of no man. You can stop it. I'm tired of the so-called Black community trying to push this on Black women. I'm not taking care of you. Understand that. I should be the one resting, especially when I get pregnant. What's wrong with you? You know? So what they need to say, which a lot of them won't say is, see, they like to hide behind oppression. They'll say the white man this, systemic this, we can't. Miss me with it because foreign men bring their butts over here, and they do. So I ain't trying to keep hearing this bullcrap excuse. So what you telling me, I've been said it. They're trying to tell you that your life is to be on the lower level to the day you die. To your children, your children's children, no plan. You see, they love to use that word building. There was a woman in the comments section who said, yeah, we can build together. And I asked her, well, what are you building if all the bills are being paid from your money? What are you building when he has nothing? He has no money. You do, and all the money goes to the bills. What are you building with him? What is he bringing? Nothing. You pay the bills, so how could you be building anything? And she said, well, you can build with what he has. He doesn't have anything, baby, so what is there to build? And then she said, you can encourage him. Yeah, I believe in encouraging my man. I'm very supportive, just like I would want my man to support my dreams. But my thing is, that's just talk. That's potential. And I'm not doing that. You can encourage your boyfriend, but encourage your boyfriend, your husband, but what is he doing? He can talk all day long. What is he doing to get to that goal, and who's funding it? Because a lot of y'all out here be giving money to Black men, and he ain't even married. You ain't even married to him. And half the time that shit don't work out. You've been pimped for your money, your resources. He now maybe got another girl pregnant and stuff, or dumps you. It's just, please, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Now, I have said before, yeah, you can build with your husband. Like, if building, to me, a good example, we get married, we start a YouTube channel together. That's monetized, where we talk about current events or whatever we want to do, and we make good money. The Curly Coopers did that, and they were able to get a very nice big house. That is building something together, joining forces. But not everybody's going to come up on here on YouTube and do that as a couple. What are you building with a broke man if all the money, I'm sorry, only a masculine woman is okay with paying all the bulk of the bills. Ain't no way you could feel like a woman and your man is being taken care of by you. Oh, but he holds my hand. He told me he loves me, and that's just enough. Girl, if you don't get out my face, because I'm going to resent that man. I'm going to feel like I'm overworked. I'm going to feel like if I can work and bring all this money, why can't he get his lazy ass up and bring in some money? He a man. He got more things he can do than me, such as labor and stuff like that. I'm tired of it. Black women, they want y'all to stay put. I had said in the comments section, this is about interracial dating. They do not want Black women to leave the so-called community. They don't want you being with other races of men with a different culture. They don't want you with them. So they're trying to make you stay put and take what you can get. Y'all always talking about out here, you want a black man so bad. They not changing for you. They not trying to get better for you, are they? Maybe for himself, some of them, but not for you. They don't care about y'all like that. I got one of them in here talking about they got their passports, a number of them. They're not willing to bend for you at large. They want you to take what you can get if you want me so bad. Hey, the white women are dating me and I don't have anything, so why can't you? That's how a number of them feel. So, they don't want you to interracially date. So they now want you to just settle and pay these black men's bills. I also mentioned they want you to eat booty. Why do you think you got some of these black women? It's an agenda. They're promoting you eating booty of black men because a lot of black men are bisexual out here, and they feel like you want a black man so bad, we don't want you to destroy the community. We'll date a bisexual black man and start eating his cakes, eat his groceries. And now the black women are promoting it. Hey, he don't got to go to men no more to get his groceries eaten. The black women are doing it now so they can say they have a black man. Do what's necessary, baby. That's how they rolling. Do what's necessary. Eat his groceries. You know damn well men who want to be pegged and who want their groceries eaten are bisexual. You can miss me with it. And now they're trying to make this normal for black women now, these young girls especially, trying to normalize it so that, hey, it might keep him. It might keep him from going to the men now because you eating his booty now. You want a black man, don't y'all? You want to keep it black, don't you? Well, these are some of the things you got to do. And now you want it black. You know we ain't got no job. You know we oppressed. So what you gonna do? You want me so bad? Then you pay the bills then. Don't leave. That's what this is about. Okay? So let me say this, okay? Whew. I'm just... A nice personality is not enough. It takes more than that for a relationship to work, especially for a man. Most divorces in this country happen because of money, because people do not discuss money before they get married and shit hits the fan. You need to know up front, how much do you make? Do you plan on staying at this job? Do you want to move up in the company? What is the goal? What can we afford? Where can we live? Where can't we live? Where will I be living? What kind of school we want our kids to go to? Do we want them to be able to have a tutor? Can we even afford a tutor? What's going on here? Instead of just getting married all of a sudden and rushing it, and you don't know anything. His credit is terrible. He can't afford things. You want to date some of the black men and get married? Well, the reality is some of you're not going to live certain places. You're not going to certain schools, your children. You're not going to have certain stuff. You're not going to be traveling. Y'all live in fantasy land, a number of you, instead of reality of what it is. Oh, but he said this and he said that. I don't give a damn what he said. He just said something. That ain't nothing but talk. What is he doing? Does he have a goal? What is his plan and who's funding it? Is he going to marry me? Is he serious about this relationship? Damn, I should pull up that clip that was on TikTok, child. Oh my goodness. I'm going to do it. I'm going to pull up that clip because y'all got to see this. And I'm not going to be in my masculine. I would always encourage my man, like, baby, you can do it. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's try this. I'm not a dream killer, but I also know bills got to be paid. I also know every woman that's listening to me, you think it's a game. That man that you having sex with right now, close your eyes and ask yourself, if I got pregnant tomorrow, what the hell would happen? Would he marry me? Would he be in the child's life? Would I be able to afford children? You already know the answer if you sit down and ask yourself that. You're not men. So don't no man say anything to me. We're not you. You don't carry children. You don't have a responsibility to try to pick the best man for your children. Okay? You're not women and vice versa. So we don't operate the same. We never will. And I don't give a damn how many people try to bend it so that we do or that I become the man. It's not happening. Okay? My goodness gracious. And I have to say, it's dangerous for Black women to be paying all their men's bills. We have seen it over and over again. Dating down is dangerous. Black women are getting unalived like crazy. Sometimes, a lot of times, these men are living with these women. They don't have no money. They don't got no place to go. What do you think is going to happen when you try to dump him and he has no resources? He has nowhere to go. You think he just going to go out, get out your house? He ain't getting out your house. He don't have nowhere else to go. He's going to try to have sex with you to try to keep you down. Like, no, baby. Let me just talk to you. Let me just talk to you. Let me come in the room, baby. Let me just talk to you. And then he going to try to keep you enslaved with the sex if it's good, so that you won't kick him out. And in many cases, they start to whoop your butt. They start to beat you. A number of men beat up their women because they are insecure. They are jealous. They get upset when you have more than them. They get embarrassed when they have to go out with you. And when you're introduced, his job is nothing in comparison to you. Around bankers, and this guy does nothing. Come on. That's real life. That's realistic. A number of them are beating the crap out of their Black girlfriends and wives who have more than them because they want to make these women submit and see, yeah, even though you got a degree, who's whooping your butt? Who's still the man? Who's still the boss? Or you ain't all that. Who living in who house? He's living in her house. And you think you just gonna dump him after he now moved all his stuff in your house and he don't have nowhere to go? And that's why you see all these Black women being killed. I've seen it. One of them dating a man who just came out of prison. Girl, please, he ain't have nothing. And then you try to get rid of him and he beating you upside the head or he does unalive you. It's dangerous to date men who have nothing. He literally has nothing. You're all he has. So you try to kick him out. They have testosterone and they start trying to fight you or unalive you. They resent you. Real masculine men start to resent the woman when she's the breadwinner because she's the man. She's the man of the house. She's the one paying all the damn bills. A lot of women don't want no broke man bossing them around. How you gonna boss me around and I'm the one paying for your rent? Child, please, this don't work out. It don't work great like that. I don't think so. You know? The only way you can build with your husband who ain't got nothing is if y'all start a business together. And technically, is it a building when you are the one who funded it? He didn't have no money. That's your damn business. Unless he's really good at what he does, and then maybe he could end up being the head of the business. And once the money come in, you get retired or something. I don't know, but that don't happen often. You know? We have seen this disaster play out over and over and over for all women. Black women, it ain't working out great. Shoot, like I said years ago, they got a list of 50 things they claim is wrong with Black women. They ain't got nothing that y'all be dating and they still bitching about y'all all over the place. Child, please. So, you know, y'all be dating. If you were to ask a lot of these Black women who got kids who are single mothers, I guarantee you most of their baby fathers were men they thought had potential. So no one can say that Black women aren't supportive. No one can say that when most of their baby fathers are men who they believed in and who they thought had potential and gave a chance to. And then they blame you for having kids with a man who ain't got nothing and said you date Dusties. Well, that's what majority are. I mean, not all of them, but a large number of them, a dusty mentality. You got some out there trying who might not be where they need to be, but you got a lot who are perfectly happy being dusty. They embrace it, especially when they still getting coochie. A lot of Black men think, why do I have to improve anything for Black women? They already feel some Black women, you ain't going nowhere. I mean, y'all want me so bad. Y'all are still effing me. You give me coochie every week. if you think I look cute or for whatever reason. So why do I have to step up for you? Especially when you are not, I mean, there are more Black women interracially dating now, but a number of them feel like it's about me, not you. So you bow to me. And that's what I feel like. That's what I'm hearing when Tyler Perry and them say, we'll date him even if he only can pay the light bill. It's like, what you think some of us, I'm not desperate, but there are some who are so desperate just to have a Black man that, oh, well, I got Black love. He holds my hand and he says that I'm pretty and he makes me feel good. And I go bust my butt and I pay all of our bills and he just pays the light bill or hardly anything. That works for me. He makes me feel happy. No, I don't think so. No, baby, I'm not rolling like that. That ain't good for me. Absolutely not. Give me 1 second. I want to pull up something from TikTok real quick. I'm going to play a song and then I'm going to read some of these comments and then I'm going to show the clip. Just give me a second.
I don't usually do this, but can I sing to you? Yours, mine, ours. I could do this for hours. Sit and talk to you for hours. I wanna give you your flowers and some champagne showers. All the shrimp and lobster towers, but it's me that gets devoured. Ooh, you do what you do, power. You give me a superpower. Together the world could be ours. On the counter, instantly it's thunder showers. Storming for a couple hours. When we finish, take a shower. I could do this for hours and hours and hours. I could do this for hours and hours and hours. I could do this for hours and hours and hours. I could do this for hours like nobody. And when I say nobody, I mean nobody. All these niggas full of shit. You just don't hold me once they hit. Felt like giving up on love. These niggas almost made me quit. Then I met you. When I met you, I knew this was it. I've never been in love like this. A love like ours. I pray for it on my knees every night for some hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. I could do this for hours and hours and hours. I could do this for hours and hours and hours. What's yours is mine and ours, and yours mine and ours. I can sit and talk to you for hours, sit and look at you for hours, making love to you for hours, laying on your chest for hours, telling you jokes for hours, holding you close for hours, and hours.
Thank you, y'all, for being patient. You know, someone said in the chat, I wouldn't even pay for my dad's light bill. I mean, if my dad, well, my father passed away, but if he was living and needed my help, I would help my dad. But I get what you're trying to say. But you know what's interesting is that it should be the other way around. If I would pay a bill, I should be paying. If I'm gonna pay a bill, then I should be paying the little bills like the internet bill or the light bill. He should be paying the bulk of the bills, not me. They're trying to normalize this for Black women because what they're not saying is Black men are not willing to change. They're not changing. They want you to be the permanent underclass with them and to birth a permanent underclass, a slave class within this country, who they say cannot get anywhere because of oppression. So what's the point of making children that you feel a group of men who ain't gonna ever rise up. You have not presented a plan on how to fix that problem for the Black woman, because they don't feel the Black woman's needs or concerns truly matter. That's why they haven't gone into action to come up with a plan on how to alleviate your stress and your position within society. Even though Black women are the most educated, they don't love y'all enough like that, or the children, to truly make that change. You know, you don't even see, and I'm not trying to diss Tyler, but you don't see rich Black men giving their money to Black men. Do you see any rich Black men, all these few billionaires and multimillionaires, do you see them creating programs to help Black men? They don't do a damn thing to help the average Black men, the rich Black men on average. They not coming up with no program to save the Black man race and fix him and get him better in a better position financially so he can finally make the Black woman on the level of the white woman as far as socially in this country, where she can be the kept woman, the taken care of woman that ain't got to work and raise her kids. Shoot, how we gonna raise children? I'm the one working all the time. How that's gonna work out? How can the Black woman truly raise her children all the way if she working like a dog? Talking about things are out of order, but yet y'all want us to work like a dog. You ain't working me like no dog. Any man that get with me gonna know that. You know? So, I tell you, hold on now. Child. Oh my goodness gracious. I tell you, it's a mentality problem. I don't care how much money any Black man got. It's a mentality issue, a cultural problem. And until they fix that, it's going to stay a disaster. Let me see what's being said in the chat. Goddess T. Marie says, I'm dating a Mexican now. He treats me very kind and not just cheap talk. Okay. Hope that works out for you. Let me go up top to see more of these comments. Let's see what has been said in here. Warrior for Justice says, the desperation is real. Who promotes eating groceries? Yeah. Metadol says, many Black men are not even ashamed of a woman paying for everything. Thank you. They're not. They're the only ones I've seen make music encouraging this. She got her own Neo and stuff. Caramel Kimmy Kim says, the only bills I'm paying are mine and my parents if they need me. The Silent Hustler says, I would rather use my 20s to build myself up than to date down and damn my future children to a life of struggle. Let's see. Me says, even the NBA player with millions beat and strangled his girlfriend. Yeah, I heard about that. Well, rich men do beat women up too now, which is terrible. Prism is done says, Black men are not paying no Black women bills. Y'all ain't worth it. We're getting passports, yeah, to third world countries because, you know, here your money don't even go long. The white man could have you. Well, you know, there's other races besides white, right? There's a lot of different groups of men. We don't care, but yet you're in my chat, baby. No one's talk. Go ahead. You know, if you feel you need to go to a foreign country to meet a woman who ain't used to nothing and thinks your American dollars paid to you by the white man, by the way. The white man's money currency you need to go over there to live like a king, to impress her because she ain't used to nothing, then go ahead. But honestly, I wish you well. I mean, if that's what you want to do it. I don't care what y'all do. Shit, I'm not begging for y'all. Now, some are, but I'm not. Okay? You do what you want. It's your life, you know? So if it works out, it works out. Let's see. Break the curse dealing with the dust, says the beast. Okay. Metadol says he is living up in your house, eating all the food, using the internet, and he just wants to sit and pay the light bill. Oh, no. Okay. The silent hustler says black love hasn't done a damn thing for our community. And you know what? The thing is that I know black women would build with black men because they already take care of them now. They already take care of them and nothing is happening. Nothing is improving because they don't have a plan of what they want to do as men to build up the race. They don't have one. They're just complacent. They just want you to shut up because they feel you talk too much. Shut up, pay the bills, give me the coochie, make my children, stay the permanent underclass, know your place, let me sleep with whoever I want, whoever I'm attracted to. But if you're attracted to different groups of men, don't act on it and only stay with me and know your role, woman, or I'm going to threaten you to go to Thailand. Classy says no other group of women are told to do this. Tay says, I'm glad women are waking up. These men are crazy. You know. And the thing is that I live in reality. I know that times are hard. I know that perfection doesn't exist. I know that if your man, a lot of women, if your man got down on his luck and you love him, a lot of women would step up to fill in what she has to while he gets himself back together, which should be soon. I know this about women. When you love him, you live together. He's the father of your children. I know a number of you encourage your boyfriends and your men. And a lot of you have done this and you still got treated like shit. Let's be honest. It doesn't get loyalty out of them. It doesn't get better behavior out of them, a number of them. You know, I just find it amazing because black women have been doing the stuff they're talking about since slavery. Since when were black women not taking care of black men? When? Now that black women are pushing back and are tired, they're telling you, no, we don't want you to do that. It's okay. It's okay. Well, we said it ain't okay. We're talking up. We don't want it no damn more. Do you hear us? For the men who say you don't listen to the men, well, do you hear the black women? A number of black women are saying we don't want to do it anymore. Understand? So you're either going to figure it out for the women who do want to only date y'all. Figure it out or you're going to get left. And that's just all it is. Miss me with you. You want the black woman. Child, please. Black men are dating who they want. They've been doing this for years in front of y'all face. They don't care about how you feel. A number of them. Give the same energy. Plus, it's not a game anymore. Y'all need to think about you. Seriously. This is your life, not anybody else's. Don't care about anybody at large. They ain't paying your bills. I'm not paying your bills. You need to do what's right for you. Your legacy and you. Shoot. If they're in such a panic, you would think that would make a group of men step up and fix something and make a change, but they're not, a number of them. And I wanted to show this clip real quick off of TikTok. I know some of you have seen this video. It went kind of viral here on YouTube. I want you to look at the difference in response of the white man and his woman and the black man and his woman when it came to a question. Observe the difference.
How long have you been together?
3 years.
3 years.
3 years. Has he proposed to you yet?
No.
No, not yet.
How long have you been together?
4.5 years.
No, 5 now.
Well, yeah, I guess 5 now.
5 years.
Yeah.
How much did you spend on her wedding ring?
I mean, show it. I mean, go ahead. It's a decent amount. So if you look up like a 3-carat diamond, it's a decent amount I spent on her. But she deserves even more.
Numbers wise, what we talking?
I mean, how much was it? 35K? 35K, yeah.
35,000 bucks.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's coming.
You guys live together now?
Yes.
A year and a half. Yeah.
So why would he put a ring on it then if he's already getting everything? What does he get in return?
I think I should answer that. So I get a partner that's loyal. I get the mother of my children. I get the most beautiful woman that I've ever been around, and the most important thing is how she treats me and how she treats my family and how she treats her family. So for me, I have a partner for life, and it's worth every investment there is.
That's a good question. He's getting a wifey. Okay,
Shit.
you got it.
What?
Why would you put a ring on it if we already live together? If I'm already doing wifey
Because
shit.
I genuinely love you.
Oh. So when you plan on proposing?
Why do I need a ring to show you my love and dedication to you when I do that on a daily basis?
A ring is making it official.
Yeah, there's no such thing as official. You love each other. It's just like
A ring is making it official.
everybody got their own opinion.
A lot of people would say you could have the same thing without dropping $35K on a ring.
You could, and money's not an issue. Like if you can get a cheap ring and it's the person that's for you, whatever. But it also depends on how much you make. So
It's just like she's a female, so a female gonna have their own opinion anyway.
You're single until married, in my opinion.
That term don't mean shit to me at all. I'm being all the way
single until
authentic
married.
with you. I'm being authentic with you. I'm being 100 with you. That term you just said don't mean shit.
I mean,
$35,000. What does he get in return? $35,000.
It's coming.
Okay. You see the difference in mentality? Now, are there black men who get married? Yeah, there are a few of them out there, but we know the bulk of them don't. And listen to him, especially the host. He's offended that that white man would spend $35,000 on that white woman. And he basically told him nicely, well, money's not an issue, AKA, that ain't shit to me. I got money. $35,000 to spend on the woman that's going to be the mother of my children. Yeah, I invested in her because she's worth it. The black man thinks, well, what is she bringing? Why would you do this for her? Who is she? She ain't nothing. That black man up there, he called that black woman he's been living with. They've been dating 3 years, and he said a female. You see, I'm going to need black women to stop dealing with these types of dudes because she won't be a victim when she end up pregnant. This is what happens to black women. He's telling her to her face, I ain't marrying you. He said, why I need a ring to make it official? We live together. It don't prove nothing. You see, the white man be living with white women. They have sex with white women and they still marry white women. You think he wasn't hitting it before he got married to propose to that white girl? He was hitting it. But he comes from a culture where they expect to bring home a woman to his family for marriage. Now, if you don't want marriage, that's different. If she don't want marriage, it would be a different conversation. She wants marriage. In fact, she seemed offended by his answers. But baby, you've been dating this dude for 3 years and you didn't know his mentality? You see what I'm saying? How we be fucking having kiddie relationships with these dudes? Black women, it's time to grow up when dealing with black men, because half the time you end up pregnant by dudes like this who had no intention of ever wifing you up in the first place. He's just hitting it. You ain't nothing but punani, baby. He got other women too. I'm telling you this. I know this. Okay? You know? So it was a difference in responses. The white man said, and he said he cut him off when he said, why should he give you this? He said, let me talk. I don't know if that was in this one, but the original clip. And he said, because this is the woman I love. This is the woman that's going to give me legacy and have birth and risk her life on that table to bring my children forth. I can bring her. I'm bringing her home to my family. This is who I want. This is who I chose. And I felt she was worth it. But the black man felt like, why you giving females $35,000 wedding rings and stuff? Like, what's she do to deserve that? And then the black man he interviewed basically has the same mentality, but he's like, well, shoot, why we got to get married for? We shacked up. He ain't even cute talking like this. And there she go giggling and acting, trying not to be embarrassed. That night, if I was her and we went home, in the back of my mind, I would say it's time for me to move out. This dude is not it. He ain't gonna probably wife you up. Even if he do, you wasn't his first choice. You not even who he want. He don't even want you. He ain't even into her. The way he spoke about her, he's not into her. He likes her. He likes hitting it, but he's not in love with her. But a lot of them never want to be in love. That's the problem. Goldilocks says he disrespected her. Diana Prince says he's wasting her time. Classy says Black women don't require anything. That's why. Playing house for 15 years, exactly. And when we tell them to stop, the men get mad, even some of the women. I always say the results are in. We have watched this since I was a little girl. The same cycle over and over. The results are in, baby. We all got the results. We got the stats. The results are in. So the only way this is going to change is if Black women change, because the men don't give a damn. You giving up that punani for free? You let me live with you for free? You let me talk about you like this on camera for free? Then go ahead. You like it. I love it. And the men say it too all the time on their podcasts. They love to make you be the one who has to hold up everything, as if they don't play a role, but they're not changing. So you gonna have to make a change, Black woman. Because looking at this, that relationship ain't going nowhere. He don't even like her. He damn sure don't love her. She got to answer that damn night. And he ain't gonna ever buy you a $35,000 wedding ring like Brad did for his woman. Because they don't think a female. Once I hear a man say female, oh, I know what I'm dealing with, and I'm not dealing with you. He don't think a female is worth such a thing. The Black man thinks our punani has no value. But that's because we just give them children like it ain't nothing. Legacy. And he ain't even the one. He don't even deserve it, half of them. They respect that white woman and them other races of women. Those other races of women be sleeping with the men. They be having anal sex. I don't care if they say they're a virgin. They be having anal sex. A lot of them. They be doing stuff. But the Black man thinks her punani got more value. He got to step it up a little bit more with her. You gonna give up the punani and I ain't got to do nothing. You ain't got no value. He won't give you value. He won't make you have more value because he refuses to honor you, because he doesn't believe you deserve the honor. And now that a lot of you are getting honor, they think you're on your high horse. Who you think you are, Black woman? You getting out of line. They'll be quick to remind you. You think Brad wants you? Yeah, some of them do, baby. Yeah, when I go out, yeah, baby, some of them do. And you do too. So what's going on here? So, they think, hold on, I got to pull you down back in your place, baby maker. I got to pull you back down. You getting too big-headed that you going to do better and you going to have better jobs than me. You going to do this, you going to do that. You going to travel. Oh, you getting businesses. Oh, you dating Brad and other races. You got to stay with me. Stay here. I know we talk shit about y'all like a fucking dog for everybody to see every week, but I don't care. Stay here. Pay my bills. I can't pay them. You have to. And if you start to feel like a man and start saying you're the man of the relationship, I'm going to call you masculine to the world, even though technically you are the man of the relationship. But I want you to pretend you're not and keep a smile on your face, even though it's killing you in the inside that you don't even live the life of other groups of women because you pay for every fucking thing. Funny you want some of us to pay for stuff, But when black women make songs about being independent and that they got their own money, now you throw fits about that. But when she got her own money, but she can pay for you and pay for what you need, oh, now it's different now. Now she a team player. Team player in what? You're not even bringing anything to the table. What are you even doing? I'm the man if I'm paying all your rent. But I'm not doing that anyway, so I don't have nothing more to say about this conversation because I ain't paying for your damn bills. I never said I couldn't pay a phone bill or a internet bill, but you ain't gonna have me muling. You ain't working me to the bone, baby. I don't think so. If I say I don't want to work no more, I want to take care of my children. I want to be home with my children, and yeah, I want my nails done. When I want my nails done, and I want that dress, we need some groceries. Or if I have my little business, my little dream thing I always wanted to do from the home, then yeah, that's encouraged. You know, maybe I'll use some of that money for the children's extracurricular activities or stuff like that, or starting my little home business or something. But you ain't muling me, working me to the bone. Those days are over for a number of us black women out here. I'm not gonna be nobody's slave. You must be crazy. So, where did I find this on TikTok? I can't remember, but here at the end, right here. Just type in her name and you'll see the video. Empress J. Parks. Okay. All right. So, Tyler Perry, you have lost your mind today with this clip. I see through it what it is. They want the black woman to stay put, to do whatever's necessary to be with the black man. The black man who doesn't even love you is, at least in my opinion, at large, the way y'all love them. A number. What's the goal here? Okay, you got millions of black women with children by black men who don't really make any money. How's that going to be corrected for your children with them? I had said it before. It's not going to work unless the collective of black people, if you decide to do this as a group, you have to change your sons and your daughters. You want the black woman to not have to work like a mule, which a lot of them don't. But if you wanted that, your children you have, you're going to have to correct your sons and make sure they have a good education or their own business. If you don't do that and change it like other groups, I don't think so. It ain't working for me. Because you're not doing nothing but running in circles and making your daughters miserable every damn generation. Oh, thank you. Your tears are wine to me. Thank you for the donation. Thank you so much. It's a continued cycle of misery and the same conversations over and over and over. Okay, you want us to join in with men who don't do nothing or ain't got nothing? The only way that's going to ever work is if the children, the sons especially you have with them, are trained completely different than how he grew up and his mentality. And a lot of times that don't work because men don't like women to tell them what to do and they don't like to listen. You can have two parents in the home all day long. Your father's ignorant as hell. Them children going to be ignorant too. Your son's going to be just like him. Ignorant. You think you could really say certain things in front of your son and the daddy acts exactly like what you talking about? He going to be ready to maybe beat your butt in the house. I mean, it would be hurtful, though, if you saying certain stuff and he's like, well, what about dad? I'm like, yeah, I married him or dealt with him, but I don't want you like his, I want you to be better. And usually that is the goal. Most people want their children to be better than them. Most good parents. But a lot of black men, they don't care about their children being better than them. Thank you, Goddess T. Marie. Thank you. They don't care. They don't care. I don't even think they care or think about who their daughter's going to have. In fact, they had, if their daughters bring home a bummy dude who ain't got nothing, he might chill with him and play video games or watch some sports on TV. A lot of them don't love their daughters enough to think about their futures. They don't know they're ruining their daughters' lives. They are. Mm-mm-mm. Goodness, Radis Spew. You said, my brother told me women have to do it themselves. Well, if I have to do everything on my own, what do I need you for? You ain't of no use to me as a man, and I got to do it all on my own. If I have to take care of all the bills, I don't need you. I don't even want you. Why would I want a man who's just going to be in my house and I'm paying for him? I'm paying for a penis that probably ain't even going to make me have an orgasm. It makes no sense. Don't get me started on that house husband crap they got going on. Baby, please. If anything, I'm going to be the one at the house cleaning and stuff while you work. But they trying to push it. It was eating the booty they pushed, and it's been working on some women. And now they trying to make y'all stop complaining about paying these bills. Get back in line. Keep this black family strong. The black family ain't nothing. What are y'all talking about? It ain't no community like that. All I got to say is the black women out there, don't drop your standards. Yes, we can live in reality. Times can be hard. You can fall on short. You can fall and do bad, and a man can do bad, but we got to get back up the best we can. But stop dealing with men just talking and talking. So what? He was nice to you. All men are nice to women when they want some punani at large. Once you got him in the house and y'all together, then what? Okay, you came home, he gave you a hug and kiss, it was sweet. Now you got to go work and pay all the bills. You ain't going to be happy like that. I mean, I know I wouldn't. I don't think the average woman likes nothing like that unless she enjoys being the man. Unless she enjoys being the man. Oh, thank you, Aladrina. You said, keep waking up the masses, queen. Thank you. You know, I can't tell every woman what makes her happy, but for me, I would not be happy footing the bills for my man. And just because he's nice, do you know what it does to a woman's soul every time you want something? Yeah, sometimes maybe you can't get it, but every time you ask, the answer is no. You can't go nowhere. You can't buy nothing. You can't travel. You can't do nothing. He ain't got nothing. And the penis ain't even good for a number of y'all. So what is there? How is he proving anything to you? He ain't even courting you. He can't even court you. You know? Then when you end up pregnant, then what's next? Thank you. I don't stop, yo. Awesome show, Cerebral. Thank you for talking about this. Thank y'all for joining me. You know, yes, a man's attention and affection means a lot. It's necessary. But I told every woman, okay, you like him. I mean, what are y'all doing if he ain't got no money? You ain't going nowhere. So I'm not coming up over his house. I don't give a damn if you work or not. I ain't coming up in your house because I know what that means typically. I mean, eventually if we're in a real relationship. But you get what I'm saying? Close your eyes and say, if I got pregnant tomorrow, envision your life with him, your children's, everything. He told you, a lot of men, listen, a lot of men talk a good game and they run game on you. They tell you what you want to hear. They're sweet. They change once you live with them a lot of times, but you meet their representative, as they say. Yeah, he's nice. Okay. But when you want to do something, he can't do anything. If he's broke as hell, he has nothing. All he can afford is a light bill. You gonna have kids with a man like that? What is he doing? Where does he work? Where can he work? What is he qualified for? What is his plan for you? How he gonna lead you and you the one paying for everything? How is he the head of the family? How is he the leader? He ain't even got a plan. He has no plan for you or his children. You are the man. You're the one who's going to be making decisions because you're the one who has to foot the bill for everything. You got to pay for the medical bills. You got to pay for their after school programs. You got to pay for their school lunch. You got to pay for their clothing. You got to pay for whatever the hell he needs. So how does that work? And a woman can be happy like that. You can miss me with it. And shame on the few black women out there who was cheering this damn crap on in the comment sections. Girl, you have no dignity. You know? Think about it. You paying for Pampers, you paying for possibly formula, you're paying the mortgage, you're paying maybe his cell phone bill, you're paying for his barbershops, haircuts, you paying for his colognes, you're paying for the toiletries, you're paying for the groceries, you're paying for the after school programs, you're paying for extracurricular activities, you're paying for medical bills, you're paying for travel because he ain't got no money to pay for shit. You want to live like that? Are you serious? Or you want to just be stuck in the house all damn day because you can't go nowhere with him? Okay, maybe that worked for you. I'm going to play the clip one last time and then I'm going to end this video. What I will say, ladies, is there's nothing wrong with having dreams and for a man to have dreams. You're with him and he has a job and stuff. Maybe he has a goal. Ask him if you're dating. Well, what are you going to do? What's required to do this? Are you going to, if you need a certificate, are you going to do it? When are you going to do it? And all of that. If you see that this dude is just all talk and you sit back and think, oh my God, what if I end up pregnant? Oh my God. You already have your answer. You already have your answer. This ain't no game, at least not to me. My womb ain't no game. That's how I feel. So, you know, not only that, but I'm not being no man's mama. I'm not being a sugar mama, because that's all it really is. I don't care if he your husband. You his sugar mama. If he ain't paying for nothing. But, oh, his presence. Oh, he makes me feel good. Like Halle Berry said, make me feel good. Make me feel good. I guess the SCX must be off the chain to have to deal with this. Shoot. So, listen. I am going to I'm going to play the clip again, okay? And then I'm going to go so you see what's going on, all right? And please let me know in the comment section what you think even more. And if you hit the bell, make sure that you click all notifications so you know when I'm live and when I upload. All right.
Listen, a lot of women, especially black women, and I might get in trouble for saying this, but I will. In our society right now, black women are making a lot more money for the most part than black men, right? There are a lot of black men who are successful, but for the most part, black women are making the money. So if you can find love, if that man works, at whatever job and is a good man and is good to you and honors the house and honors his wife and does what he can because his gift may not be your gift.
Exactly.
That is okay. That's not somebody who's beneath you.
Yeah.
That's somebody who came to love you at your worth, right?
Yes.
And as long as he's secure in himself to know that, yep, she makes most of the money, all I can pay is the light bill. As long as she's comfortable enough to say, I'm going to cover the mortgage and all the other stuff, you've handled the light bill, baby, you can take me to dinner every now and then. That is fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But that's so hard for a lot of people to take in because that means, no, I need somebody who is, they need to make 5 times more and I got to have, well, you keep
Keep
your list, baby.
Yeah.
God bless you. Hope it happens. Go and keep your list. But when you talk about just someone to love you and support you,
Yes.
I know people who have whose men can't touch what they make. But when you see them together, that love, that support, that I got you, babe, it's a beautiful thing.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah.
I remember I was having a conversation with you, and I was going. I can admit that I had fallen under that. Like, okay, I actually may have misunderstood what "meet me at my worth" meant. I thought "meet me at my work" was "meet me at my net worth."
My net worth, right. No, not your net worth.
Right.
At least meet me at my net worth. Yeah, no, that's your net worth. Yeah, yeah.
And I was talking to you. I was like, and Tyler, I was like, this, and this, and this, and I've done this, and you're like, wait, stop. You was like, don't make it about money. And this is when I was like, oh my gosh, like it was like it just went off, and I was like, I see what you're saying. You were like, Crystal, I used to do the same thing. I would like be doing all these things for someone or people around me, and I'm like, I'm not getting anything in return, you know? And we fall into that sometimes. And you said, but then I thought about it, they can't do for me the way I do for
No.
It's just like
No.
they can't.
No.
You got, when you explain it like that, if he is giving you all these other things, then that's something you work with. Like, wow.
Again, what is he giving you? He has no money. What is he giving you? Besides kisses, sweet talks in the ear, and possibly some good penis, if he has that. What is he giving you? He said, don't bring up money. If I'm going to join in with you, if I want to live in a certain zip code, if I want my children to go to a certain school, if I want to live in a crime-free, better area, you cannot tell me not to bring up money because money is what pays for that. We cannot travel and go on vacations without money. We cannot get our children in extracurricular activities that has to be paid for. So don't sit up here and tell me that finances don't play a role on anything. It literally determines how we're going to live. Now, if you can sit down and set it and say, okay, we're not going to have this, but we talked about it. What am I willing to give up? Or in the future, maybe I might try this or that if I'm at the house. But I need to know what it is ahead of time before you get in too deep, you catch all these feelings, get married, pregnant with multiple kids, and you're miserable, or you feel, oh, I got so much on me. Oh, doing this for the kids and that. Oh, it's messing up our sex life because I'm always stressed. I'm not looking as good as I used to because we ain't got no money for me to get my hair done or nothing. He ain't looking at me the same. Oh, I saw him looking at other women and stuff. Oh, he's saying I'm a little bit of this or that. Oh, we see this crap play out every month. Okay? Grow up, Black people. I'm not talking about in the chat when it comes to the issue about finances. And stop jumping. You want somebody rich. 100,000 is not rich, baby. That's not rich. $1 million a year is rich. Okay, 500,000 a year is rich. At least to me. It is. 100,000 people, there are people making that. That's not rich. And in some states, you can't even get by on that, especially if I'm going to have multiple children, which I do want. Realistically, you can get by on 80,000, in my opinion, if you know how to shop right and stuff. You know, if you're a smart shopper and stuff. But please grow up a number and stop telling me, oh, it doesn't factor into anything. It literally is going to determine your life. You can't even go to the doctor and get certain surgeries if your insurance don't cover it. So miss me with it. Miss me with it. It's not about putting people down. It's about reality and being able to have real conversations about what it is, what's our plan, or what will I settle for? Because my life, like Pastor Manning said, the Black woman is in the hands of the Black man. Meaning whatever he does affects you when you sleeping with him, living with him, and you now have babies for this man. Okay? So, hold on.
Like this is way deeper.
Yeah.
And this is when I was like, oh my gosh, like it was like it just went off, and I was like, I see what you're saying. You were like, Crystal, I used to do the same thing. I would like be doing all these things for someone or people around me, and I'm like, I'm not getting anything in return, you know? And we fall into that sometimes. And you said, but then I thought about it, they can't do for me the way I do for
No.
It's just like they can't.
No.
You got, when you explain it like that, if he is giving you all these other things, then that's something you work with. Like, wow, like this is way deeper.
Yeah, you got to remove the money from the situation because it's just going to cloud it. And then you have your girlfriend and this friend them saying, girl, he doing this and he ain't got that. And you don't understand the love that we have for each other.
All right. Leave your comments again in the comment section. All I will say is that Black women, you have been extremely supportive and continue to be to Black men since the days of slavery. With what we have seen, how has that been working out? That's all I got to say on this. Okay. Thank you all again for joining me. Okay. Y'all take care and listen to this whole video. I said what I said. I made very good points. Y'all take care.